everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to be showing the setup that I have for my desk, kind of like the laptop that I have powering the whole thing, all of the sides, the additions, my iPad Pro setup as well. So kind of just everything I've accumulated over the years to make the setup that I'm very happy with. Today, I really like these kind of videos from other YouTubers, so I decided to do it myself. Hopefully you'd be interested in picking up some of the products that I suggest here because I personally really enjoy them a lot, and they have helped my productivity and enhance my student experience in college. So I really think they might be good additions to your own setups if you decide to pick them up yourself. So let's jump straight into it. Here we have our desk setup from afar. A nice bird's eye view of all the products we have here, of all the components that power this setup. This setup is mainly powered by the computer you see on the left-hand side, which I'll talk to a little more about later in the video. And then we also have the iPad Pro on the right-hand side here as well. Now, we're gonna start us off with this couple of Logitech products. We have the K780 keyboard. It's a very nice keyboard. It actually can be paired to 3 devices at the same time, which you can just switch between right here. Bluetooth powered, but it's also via a USB that I connected over here to my USB-C hub. So that USB directly pairs this laptop to my keyboard. So this is a very nice keyboard in that sense because you can connect it to everything. I connect it to my phone, to my iPad as well. And I mean, the other thing that's pretty cool about it, it does have like circular keys, and which have a slight indentation, makes it really comfortable for typing, good travel. So it's a very nice keyboard. Also a nice place to put like your iPad or phone whenever you're resting it. Here's the other Logitech product we have. We have the G203 Prodigy mouse. Very nice mouse actually. I'll put the prices along with every single product as I go with the video. And then a net total at the end of the whole setup. And then finally, we also have a mouse and keyboard pad right here. I just move this along, which I can put right there. It's like a world map. Really like it. It's pretty cool. Also like matches kind of the tones that we have going on here. So let's put this back here. All right, so let's move right along here. So after looking at those 2 products and the mouse pad as well, we have a sound bar right here by Caltronics. 30 bucks, so on the lower end of pricing, but very budget friendly as well. It has a nice dial here where you don't really need to access like the computer directly, so you can just change the volumes from there directly. Pretty cool. Very nice sound bar, gives good sound. And I've had it for almost 3 years and it's still working pretty well. We also have this nice monitor stand. Pretty basic, around like 16 bucks I believe, and it just gives the whole monitor a nice height to have a more comfortable posture while we're working, So we have all of that going. We also have like a nice aircraft model right here just for decor, and just some basic connections. This is the cable for my external hard drive, is a 1 terabyte HDD. So I pretty much just pop everything in there after it's done on my laptop. We have this USB drive just for random data movements, and a dongle, USB Type A to USB Type C. So very basic stuff. All right, so now let's move right along to the main components of the setup. So right now we have I have this computer. This is my laptop that I've had for almost 2.5 years at this point. It's connected right here via auxiliary cord to our sound bar, but our sound bar is like power-wise, it's connected to this brick behind via USB. So that's what's actually powering it, and then it's just receiving input from the computer itself. So let's just disconnect this for a sec so that we can take a look inside. All right, so this is what the computer looks like on the inside. Basically, we have, this is the HP Spectre Folio, 13.3 inches. It's rocking an i7 chip, which is pretty nice. It has really good CPU. I believe it has no graphics card, but it performs well graphically in that sense as well. It has 8 gigs of RAM and I believe 256 of solid state drive storage. So it's been pretty solid for me. It works pretty nicely. This trackpad is also very good, very soft to the touch, good feedback when you touch it, when you click. The keyboard also is really nice. It has good travel, pretty solid keys as well. The only downside of this computer, I would say, is the vessels. I mean, these are very massive, very big, and they just kind of lead to just having less space for less screen real estate. So I believe the newer models of this laptop, which is actually covered in leather, have taken advantage of these large vessels and have expanded the size of the screen to have very, very, very small vessels. That's the only downside, but not a major thing. It's really good, very fast computer. I really like it a lot, and you know, it's just really nice. The material, the leather, it's really cool. It also has 2 positions here, so if you just pop this like that, you have that position right there, and you can even also fold it all the way down like a tablet. Here's the thing though, I did have the pencil that came with it, the stylus, but at some point, for some reason, the touch is no longer working on this computer. So I just use it as a regular laptop. I no longer use the touch capabilities because they just don't work. So that would be it for the computer. You know, the material is really nice. All right, so here we have the component that basically hooks everything up into our laptop that's powering the whole setup. So we have an HDMI cable that I ran it through the back of this desk into the monitor so that we have the screen input. I also have, I believe this would be the mouse. So running back to the Logitech G203 that we looked at earlier. And then I have the connection to my webcam. This is a 1080p Allura webcam. You can see right here, it's a pretty nice webcam. It works really nicely. It has a nice wide angle. I recommend it. It's around $60. It's really nice as well. And so that would be it for this. Oh, actually, and then this is the connection for the keyboard that I talked about earlier. This is a nice Targus USB-C hub. Works pretty nicely, no delays. And I would say it really expands the ports that this has on its own, like naturally. So this is the monitor that I'm currently using, which is powering all of the visual stuff regarding this setup. It's an HP 27ER, 27-inch monitor. It is really nice. I've had it for over 3 years at this point, and it has worked perfectly all throughout. Very nice color, IPS display, so it's very cool. And right here, I have this light that just kind of gives it a nice aesthetic, to be honest. There's really no point of it. It's just for like my own, the things that I like, you know? And so I just turn it on so it looks pretty cool. But when I have it off, this is what the setup looks like. It just kind of give it some vibrancy, so I really like it. And then finally, we have the iPad Pro, which I use as a side thing and mostly like a carry-on for like my daily driver. We have it powered with the Magic Keyboard as well as the 2nd generation Apple Pencil. And then this is the iPad Pro 2020 model with 1 terabyte of storage and cellular as well. And this is the 12.9 inch version, so the larger one. All right, so the cable management situation is not perfect because I am moving out of this apartment very soon into my main campus housing. So I didn't really pay much attention to it, but like, I mean, I don't mind revealing it at all. That's kind of like what I have going on right now. A few of them are tied in with some basic tape, but not much else. I kind of strapped on the power brick for the monitor with Velcro on the back of the screen itself. So I think that was a nice idea, just to kind of give some more space. Then we have a brick that powers the whole thing. I mean, I have my basic connections there. And we also have this stand, which I'm currently using for the iPad. Initially, I used it for my laptop when I didn't have this set up. It's the Macali kind of nice aluminum finish laptop stand. It's pretty nice, I recommend it completely. And then we have our PS4. I believe it's a 1 terabyte PS4 Slim. Just the controller. And we also have this headset for the PS4 that actually I've had with me for over 7 years because I had it for my PlayStation 3. So it has really stood up a lot. Like, this is the PX21, very, very old model, but it works well, so there's no point in changing it. And that is kind of the whole setup. All right, so that would be it for the setup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I guess the only thing that I forgot to include, and I just couldn't show it because it's what I'm using to film right now. It's a very small tripod from Amazon that I picked up for only $9.89. So not bad, and it's just very small, very nice and lightweight. Also has those like nice and flexible legs so that you can attach it anywhere you want. Only for $9.89, it's pretty useful just to get started on this project. And yeah, just a quick disclaimer. So everything, I put the total at the end of one of my sections. But the things that I have in this setup, I've accumulated over the years from gifts, from my own buys, from my parents' support as well. So it's just a setup that I'm very grateful for in general, and that just helps me stay motivated for school. And I just really enjoy having all of these things that help me perform at the level that I want to as well. So really appreciate you watching this video, taking the time to look at it, and I'll see you in the next one.